Nigeria's election or the electoral process has evolved, right? Once upon a time, we used to have the card readers, but we've evolved to a system where we have the BVAS now. And that has helped to make our elections more credible. Now we have a situation whereby our neighbors, regional neighbors, look up to us. They come on study tours to Nigeria to understudy our elections, which is being driven by technology. Even technology far advanced countries don't even use. You also discover through this book that journalists pay a huge price to cover elections. You leave the comfort of your home, your newsroom, you go to a terrain that you've never been before. Sometimes these terrains can be even hostile. And then you have to bring the story to Nigerians. You take a lot of decisions that you never believed you would take. In this book, some of our people, one of us at least, came face to face with death. There was great uncertainty. They didn't know if they were going to survive the whole thing, but they did. You go to a place, a state, you arrive at a state, you booked your hotel rooms 2 weeks, a month in advance, and they will tell you they've cancelled because somebody gave an order. These are some of the risks, these are some of the difficulties we face when we go cover elections. And my hope is that everybody gets to read this. You know that when journalists go to cover events, it's not an easy ask. It's not a walk in the park, and it's a great sacrifice, volunteering or accepting to go cover elections.
We are gathered here today at the Electoral Institute, the INEC Hub for Training and Research, to celebrate a truly significant contributions to Nigeria electoral literature, titled the INEC Press Chronicles of Nigeria Election Journalists. I have been told it's a story. It consists of stories coming from the experiences, first-hand information, as witnessed by the author and several other journalists, some of whom are here. So their true story, their memos, their valuable things that will also be relevant to the work of INEC. I extend my deepest congratulations to the author, Mr. Segun Ujumu, who is also the chairman of INEC Press. And this book, as we have heard, is more than a collection of stories. It is, as many observers note, a comprehensive documentation of the sacrifices, the risks, and behind-the-scene experiences of the reporters who cover our nation's complex electoral landscape. It is a book that is meant not just to document the experience of the author, but also point attention to some of the risks, so that when we are also looking at our risk analysis, DG, we should factor in some of the risks that our journalists encounter when they are on the fields. Very hazardous assignment, just as you know that the assignment of INEC is also very hazardous. Since my tenure began just some few weeks ago, our mandate has been very clear and unwavering, and it is to deliver free, fair, credible, transparent, and inclusive elections that genuinely reflects the will of the Nigerian people. And the credibility of our electoral process is paramount. It is the very foundation upon which our democracy stands. And you, the over 100 members of the INEC Press Club, are one of the indispensable links between the Commission's operations and the voting public. This is very crucial. Your role is absolutely critical. You are some of the frontline correspondents who ensure electoral outcomes are transparent and verifiable. You are important chronicles who validate the integrity of the process for the entire nation. Let me say that as the fourth estate of the realm, if you decide to set the country on fire, you can do it. But that is in your hand. Sometimes you read things about INEC, and I urge you to know that it is better for INEC to be supported to succeed than bringing down INEC and creating further distrust between INEC and the general public. It is not INEC that will suffer it, it is the nation. If the nation believes in the system, even if you don't believe in the system, still come out and exercise your rights. It is better to come out and vote than not coming out to vote. So that if at the end of the day it is the system that is the problem, that should not debar people from voting until things are gotten right. So that is why the role of the INEC Press Corps is very important to continue to encourage. It is part of underdevelopment to say I'm going to step aside and allow things to go down. The development hypothesis, and that is why they still continue to refer to us as underdeveloped. We are developed and we are developing.